who they voted for on that day. So you guys know the seditious and the reactions. If they truly knew that they had the numbers and they truly won these elections, won't you see them celebrating from Tuesday? Don't you guys know the kind of people we're dealing with? They would have been on the streets, but they are not, because they know they lost this election, and because they're embarrassed and ashamed, and they want to take an alternative route to present to our people that, guess what, we won. This is their strategy, but their strategy will not hold. Numbers don't lie. My people, the numbers don't lie. These people lost, and they lost bigly because one, they neglected our Liberian people. They've destroyed our country, sent it way back to like 30 years.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I have Senator Prince Johnson Salif. He want to give us update from Nimba County. Senator, welcome to Spoon Talk, sir.
Well, thank you, CEO. This morning, we received credible reports and we dispatched our people there in Sanikoli, where the tabulation is going on, the net head office, and we got to know that the regional mayor, the former county inspector, the newly appointed Good Governance Commission chairman, Galson Yelu, who is also deputy national campaign manager for the CDC in the south of Nimba, and Gompo Kago in their talks, they stormed the headquarters of NET this morning. What I am saying to you is true and correct. The NET headquarters in Sanikoli already informed the NET head office in Monrovia. So we informed the Justice Minister this morning, this afternoon, and even this evening, because the matter is getting tense. They threatened to burn the whole building down. They forced the NET workers to close by force. They wanted to penetrate and move in and destroy all the ballot papers. So they had to close it by force, and they left for their lives. Their lives are in danger. We call the police IG to provide security, because what they are doing, it doesn't make sense. The entire world is watching Liberia. The election was very peaceful, one of the most peaceful elections ever I have known in this country. And to have the results tampered with by destroying them is not good for our country. And that's why we thought to call Liberia, to call this meeting, this station, to inform Liberians in the diaspora that Mr. Weir, who was duly elected but now being rejected, is up for trouble. He's haunting everybody. And this may be a recipe for another war, which we do not want. Liberian children are returning home. They are here. People want to move on with their lives, and war is not good. It destroys things. So we're calling upon Mr. Weir to please see reason for the sake of the people of Liberia to stop his touch, his Sabu Unit, from destroying our country. Let us seek peace. Let us abide by the Farmington Declaration. And we call upon the international community, the American Embassy, the ECOWAS, to take due note and advise this government to stop.
Senator Prince Johnson, is this the George Manor Weir you know? Is this the person where you have worked with all these years? Why is he so fearful? Why he bringing in folks from Grand Jita? Why they establishing and re-establishing the Sabu Unit? Why they creating a home in Vartan and Bannersville to store former combatants? And today, Milton Bly, former General Botneke, is under attack as we're speaking. Again, Unity Party, that your party have collaborated with and collaborating with, they are under attack. The war room is under attack. Sabu Unit is going to invade that area. They have to remove the title sheet. They have to remove the boxes. If you are watching online, folks, this is what happened today. Dama, can you put it up? I want you to put this up before Prince Johnson, Senator Johnson, answer the question. These are the things that Unity Party begin to remove, folks. The Sabu Unit want to disrupt. They want to destroy this high evidence that Joseph Yiman Bwaka is in the lead and he's about to whip George Manor Weir one-time first-round victory. They have to relocate. Senator Johnson, is this the George Manor Weir you know?
You know, power can pollute people, especially when you are in charge, when they elect you and you produce bad governance. And for example, the auditors, the three boys, and many other things that they don't run in the country, they are afraid of prosecution. And so they must keep power by force. And that's what's happening. Now the army of Liberia must take due note and protect the lives and property. The army is a democratic army. It's not a regime army. So we appeal to the army to make sure that the country is safe. It's safe. We appeal to them to protect everyone. It's not good to destroy our country. The army consists of different tribes. So if you go after one group of people, the army might likely divide. The security might divide. If you put the Sabu unit to kill people, to grab people and destroy, the other people in the army want to protect their citizens. I'm from Nimba. You can't destroy me because my people will defend me. You can't destroy Grand Judah people because we are united to bring peace, to make sure there is peace in our land. Let's work together. That's my appeal to Mr. Weir. Let's work together. I'm 71 years old. I'm not after war. But if you want to go after us, our people will definitely defend us. But we call for peace. Peace in our land. Peace, please.
Guys, you have a question for Senator Johnson. We'll start with you, Senator Sano. Your former colleague, Dazzle Johnson. Prince Johnson is on the line from Nema County, the godfather, the senior senator. Let's start with you, Dazzle.
Well, I can say this. It is a plan. There is the plan. That is what they want to do. And former President Salif, and I'm not going to, whatever I'm saying, I'm standing by that. Their plans are to disrupt the process, to ensure that President-elect Barker is not inaugurated. They want an interim arrangement that will allow them to go free. That will allow them, because when you have an interim arrangement, they will not be audited, they will not go to court. That is their plan. I mean, these are their plans. And so it is good that the international community, everybody is watching. It is not a joke. That's what they want to do. Disrupt the entire process so that there will be no report. I mean, there will be no result coming up. The military will be constrained to come in, seize power, and then you have an interim arrangement where they will go free. And we're not going to accept this. Our people have spoken. Our people have voted. Mr. Weir should understand that we all want peace in our country. I'm not going to say that to allow anybody to think you can come and kill me. No. We've been very peaceful throughout the entire election. We stood by that. And I hope that the international community, they are listening. This is their plan to ensure that the process is disrupted, to ensure that there is no result. I told you.
Thank you.
What we get done, Mr. Barker will win more than 50 plus 5%.
That's why we get Prince Johnson on the phone, Senator Johnson on the phone. Let me bring in the candidate, the projected winner as per the document we have received, Prince Toe. Prince Toe, Mr. Toe, we have Senator Johnson on the phone. Talk to us. Do you have a question for him? Are you concerned? All this disruption, are you concerned? The work of the Sabu Unit, are you concerned that George Manu will send his helicopter to bring in talks from Grand Judah to start this disruption? Talk to us.
Thank you so much, sir. It's very concerning for the peace of our country. And it's very concerning for the democrats of our country. I have similar experience with Akara Moses Green Dish number 8 on the election day on Tuesday. On the night of Tuesday, October 10, he unleashed gangsters and thugs in the street in Dish number 8, all in the name of harassing us so that we cannot protect the ballot boxes on Tuesday night. He had people coming after the voting hours to go and vote, like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. He was trying to stuff people in the voting places. And by the help of God, we have people firearms. We had some short Sabu Unit, all these kind of people attacking us and doing different things, carrying firearms. But we made it through. We survived, and I sure that we did a lot of damage to our votes, but we made it through. And then, we good. But I think it's very dangerous for our country to see our national leaders not putting the people's interests first, but instead putting their interests first. Liberia is bigger than anybody, any one of us who are running for elected posts. So we should put the people's interest first. If the Unity Party government is winning the election, the government should accept the result. It was the action in 6 years that led to this result. So nobody gonna turn this around. The people have spoken.
Thank you very much, Prince. And I know we're going to talk about district number 8. Just hang with us, please. We're backing you. So Senator Johnson, here we are right now. Your final message to the people of Nimba and the people of Liberia, and your direct final message to President George Manawia and Vice President Joa Howard Taylor, sir.
Well, my message to the people of Nimba is that I am your senator, you elected, that you love so dearly. I don't think you will sit down here for somebody to kill me in cold blood. I need your protection. I need your defense. I need you to lead me and guide me and surround me with your protection. And I call upon all Liberians around the world in Liberia to be peaceful. But you see, to be peaceful in the face of aggression, it is difficult. To be peaceful in the face of aggression, it is difficult because the first law of nature is self-preservation. You cannot say in your heart to come and kill you in cold blood. You have to defend. And when you defend with color, with stick, or whatever, it will lead to a full-blooded conflict, which is not good. So we were inside this thing, and this is exactly what Doe was doing. And we appeal to Mr. Weir. Mr. Weir, we appeal to you to be peaceful. Liberians want peace. The army is there to protect lives and property, to protect democracy. We are not a threat to democracy. The election was very peaceful, no trouble. It is you bringing trouble, unleashing terror on the people of this country. Please, if I die today, I don't get what then. But we appeal to you. You are our son. Be careful. We do not want the police, the army, and the security forces to split, because there are different tribes in there who believe in democracy. They will not go at the days of dictatorship. Go at the day where you apply any acts of aggression against innocent people. So please, we are one. Let's remain one. Build our country. Move our country. When you are defeated, get out. That's all I will ask of you.
Do you think that this election is one-round victory for Joseph Yema Boyka? Can you speak to that?
It is indeed one-round victory. From the tally sheet we got, it's just that we have every indication to believe that Boyka is the next president for Liberia. We don't have confusion, because if you start destroying the tally sheet, the ballot boxes everywhere, the people of Liberia can declare Mr. Boyka as their president, and they can defend him. What are you looking for? Full-scale conflict. It's not good. It's not good. There are children in this country that want to live their life. There are people that want their life to be peaceful, and they die in peace. Mr. Weir, don't be trouble to Liberia. Don't allow people to fool you, because those who fooled Samuel Doe was our in-law. They fooled him. He could not have taken weapon against Nimba. He was deceived. At the end, they ran away from him. People fooled Charles Taylor. He's in jail. They escaped from him. People are now going to run away from you. Please, we are calling you to order in the name of God as a pastor. Then you stand in the pulpit to preach. That's all I can say.
Thank you very much, Senator Prince Johnson. And congratulations, because the projection coming in that you have won Nimba County again. And we say with those provisional results, you're looking good. We want to say thank you very much for joining Spoon upon the last broadcast on Tuesday. You're now appearing for the first time on Spoon Radio and Spoon TV. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. God bless you.
God bless you. All right, we will also be bringing in the former General Butt Naked, Milton Blai. He will be joining us after that live program that he just had. He will be coming here to explain. We are asking folks also from the war room, wherever they are, that the Sabu unit have stormed, that they will send someone to speak. But as we can see, and what we tell you, Unity Party were forced to move all the tally sheets to another location. Prince, you are here with us, Prince Toe. Thank you again. Talk to us about district number 8. Your tally sheet, man. You did extremely well. You are muted, sir. You try to unmute him. You are muted, Prince. All right, while we wait for Prince to come back, let me get you guys 2 cents. Prince Maxwell, welcome. Don Fadiga, welcome. Let's come to you first, Prince Maxwell.
Yeah, Stanton. I've listened to Senator Johnson of Nimba County speak. I've listened to my colleagues speak. I think we are Liberia is now in a gray area where we all have to be very careful how we walk on the margins of the conversation and the words that we are using to describe the situation that is unfolding right now in the election. This is a serious time. I'm hearing words like war and conflict, war and conflict. It's becoming synonymous with 1990 rumors of war. It's becoming synonymous with Octopus, April 6, and many of those other times that we had trouble in the country. Let me just simply say that this issue of electoral disruption is becoming very, very serious because it's not just only the panelists on the show that's talking about it, ordinary Liberians are talking about it. And as a result of that, it is putting fear in our people. I will say this without shame, fear.
That they think are equal forces to come and assassinate me. And what I have invested in Grand Jita over the years, in Sino over the years, I have people working on my farm. I have people working on in my guest house and think. So information reached me yesterday that some group of guys were brought from Grand Jita to Monrovia to assassinate me. And so when they come, I should not open my gate to them. All right? All of a sudden, this evening, you know, I have 580 young men who have graduated from this project. And when you graduate, the project settles you. So I get people who graduated from this project, clean from drugs, from here all the way to Red Light. They get their boots, they get their taxis, they get their motorbike, they get their keke, they're running their own businesses. So they gave me information that they see these people around Mount Barkley here, that their base is somewhere around 72nd, and they see them around here tonight, and they say they are coming as armed robber to attack me. So it will be like armed robber came to attack me. But I have 103 people here who left the street to come and leave drugs. Besides those 103 people, I rescued some lady. There was a girl who was being abused by a guy. Imagine she was 14 years of age. He had the first child by her. She was 15. He had a second child, and the child was 2 weeks, and he was about to sleep. He was forcing her to sleep with her, and somebody told me, and I rescued this girl and her children, and I brought them here, and the baby is now 1 year plus. Now, with this type of young people here, I don't want them to be part of such violence. And besides that, most of those other children, there are a few guys who were ex-fighters, but most of the children are 17-year-old, 18-year-old, 16-year-old. Their parent brought them here. I brought them, some of them from the street. They're here. I don't want them to see that type of violence. So I was just sending a message that they should wait. Let's play the game of violence tomorrow, so that I will put the people cheering us out, then they can come in my house to do anything they want to do.
Wow. So have you seen? Okay. Mr. Blake, can you go out and come back in?
All right. I don't know how to do it, but let me try. Remove from stage. All right.
Yeah.
I think the feedback too is coming from the studio. That's what's
it's not from the studio, it's from him, Conagray. Now we're good, right? You're not hearing anything. It was from him. Dualu, let me bring you in. Dualu, this is one of the things President Weah is losing it though. The president is losing this thing very, very fast, Dualu.
This is President Weah's job. If this is happening, he has to address the country. He has to step up as a leader and address the country. His words will carry a lot of weight because the Sabu Unit, we know for the last 6 years, the Sabu Unit has come from the government. So the president can speak out and say, listen, gentlemen, we have to protect this democracy if he wants to stop this right now. So we have work to do. The president, he can lose it all he wants, but he still has a constitutional obligation to protect the Liberian people. This is not optional, Mr. President. You have to speak. Come on, I don't care if it's tonight. If this is going on, you have to speak to the people. You have to speak to them directly. You have to protect. The vote is not just something. People are not going to rerun these elections if you feel you win. This is not an option. Nobody's going to agree today, especially that we know Honorable Baka has already won this election. Nobody's going to agree to a rerun. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of resources. At the end of the day, the president has to address this very aggressively across the country and say, listen, Liberian, I want you to be calm. Stay away from these election vote counting areas. Let the people do their jobs and announce these results democratically and in a peaceful manner. This is the message that should be going on right now, Stanton.
Thank you very much. Reverend Greg, thank you for joining us, man. Prince Johnson is speaking. Bud Naked is speaking. We'll be bringing in Yaka Koloba. He's going to speak. These guys that took them from Grand G there. Okay? The president is losing it. When we announced it the other day, guess what? They got to place the keeping them in balance rate and that of our time. But imagine the president own helicopter. He sent his helicopter to pick these guys now up and bring them to town. Talk to me, Colonel Greg.
Well, I mean, I think it was Yeka Kolobo that used to accuse this president of having contact with Model and other armed gangs that existed during the
You got
war.
a bad feedback. You got a very bad feedback. It's terrible.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, the feedback is terrible.
This feedback for me. Maybe I need to go out and come
Yeah,
back.
try it. Come back and rejoin us, please. Let me bring in Senator Johnson. Senator Johnson. You want to say something?
Again?
You want to say something to what you heard, Senator Johnson?
Yeah, I think all of us have said what we're supposed to say. It's clear the guys want confusion, but we will try our best to be peaceful because the thing is in our hand. And we're not going to allow them to think that they will put Sen in it. No. We've won. Baka is president. No way, there's no way they can fight this battle. So like I said, they want confusion. They want to disrupt everything so that the country goes back to where we were, and then they leave. They want to take an exit that they will not account for the lootings, the killing, and what they did to us. But they will not succeed. We will maintain the peace. We will ensure that Baka is announced first round winner, and that Baka will be inaugurated, and that these guys will account for what they're doing. Listen, the president said, you want to kill me? Yeah, come and kill me, but leave the people. They are doing scare tactics. There's no joke. What if I was just reading some posts right now, and somebody was saying that they are firing guns at the neck office in Nema. So the government has to come in. The Minister of Justice is an intelligent person. He went to school, and they're saying I am listening to all of these things. Our foreign partners are here. We are calling on them to come in. We do not want trouble. We want our country to be peaceful. We want a peaceful exit of Mr. Weah and his people. The best thing, I think I'm on my own.
You
the
on?
best
We
thing
hearing
Mr.
you.
Weah can do is to concede. I mean, let him say, look, I've been defeated. And for the sake of Liberia, I will leave it. President-elect Baka did the same thing in 2017. He said, I know that they did not win me, but because I do not want bloodshed, I will let it go. Our country was peaceful. So we're asking Mr. Weah to follow the same thing. We will not allow our country to go down. Don't take this for a joke. They're attacking all the people home. They're attacking the United Party war room. If we don't stand firm and condemn these acts and call the guys to book, between 3-4 days they want to disrupt this peaceful that we had, where our people went in the queue and voted peacefully. So there is not about United Party anymore. It is about all of us. And we have to stand our grounds. With one. You were there for 6 years, you didn't do anything. The people have spoken that they don't want you to be their leader. Accept it.
Thank you.
I saw President Joseph Boakai for the past 10 minutes. And he was relaxed. He was talking peace. He said, Senator Johnson, we all have to build our country. And so if the leader speaks like that, and some idiots want to sit in one corner and think that they can disrupt this thing, it's not going to happen.
Thank you, Dazzle.
You don't see us in the street. We are not causing no trouble. We are passing around. Because
thank you very much, Senator Johnson. Thank you very much. Let me bring in, guys, bear with me. Let me bring in Mr. Bly. Mr. Bly, you can join us now, finish up the story. My question to you was, on a serious note, did you see anyone strange in your neighborhood? Or you heard the information? You sure these guys that were coming to you tonight? Are you relocating your children, your folks? Are you relocating them right now?
Yes. I've relocated few to some of the I relocated the infants graduate, because like I said, I have 580 graduates in 8 different batch. This is the 9th batch, and most of the graduates and I asked them, instead of them stay, let them take the children to their different homes. So they carry them 2-2-1-1 and think. They break all the parents, all the children the parents will come for their children and carry their children until after the campaign. They declare Honorable Joseph Boakai president. After he win and the country is settled, then I will continue the project. But the older ones, they can also go. If they want to stay, they will stay. But for the younger ones, any who did not have violent experience, I don't want them to witness violent experience. So I've taken them already from in the compound. Only a few more here, and other people will take them before anybody reach here. So we're still waiting. But do you
think that there will be violence? Do you think that there will be trouble?
Definitely.
Wow.
Definitely there's going to be this is what happening. The government, the campaign they ran, they took raw cash from the covert. Raw cash. They went to the banks. They took raw cash. Those cash that they have to account for. So they're hoping that there will be confusion so that they can burn ministries to destroy some of those evidence. That's their tactics. Those guys don't want to fight. They are not able to fight. They don't have what it takes to fight. They just want us to follow them in the violence, for them to destroy things. They're not even thinking about this election anymore. Trust me, Stenza, they are not thinking about the election anymore. Even some of their employees looting offices and running out. So they know they already lose. What they want to do, they want to destroy government records, tangible records they want to destroy. So that's what they want to do.
Duadu, can you come in? We have Joshua on and talk. Ask your question, Duadu. It's scary.
I mean, there's not much question. He said everything he needs to say. My thing is, do you feel safe? Do you feel safe tonight?
So let me tell you something. Let me tell you what I know, what many people don't know. You see, 1996, the strategy that I use. Listen, I'm not a regular soldier. I was trained as a witchcraft. I was trained as a spiritist. And in worship, you harness the energy of humans. So when April 6th were coming, when I took those people to the barrack, when I put almost 73,000 people in the barrack, I wanted them to crave for protection. Then I harness their energies to use it and project it as a fear against anyone that were coming to me. Now, it was only 73,000 people. Now, more than 4 million energy is against this government. So just watch it. Everywhere violence went on. Let's be honest. They are the one who feed the casualty. It's because the energy of the people are against them. The energy of the people are against them. And so with that energy, they can do nothing. They are actually paralyzed. The paralyzed in war, you fight for the energy, for the side of the population. When you get the side of the population, when you are able to appeal for the consciousness and the prayer of the population. So that's why I just did. When you saw me going live, I was bringing the energy of the entire country in my favor against anyone that will come. If they ever come, you will hear the story from now to tomorrow morning.
Who do you think, I'll bring in Don Fadika, who do you think coming to attack you? Who do you think sent them? Who sent those guys, and who coming to attack you?
The same person who pay 1 2-year-old boy to can lie on me, who can do plasmaton thing, who call somebody who don't know my house and say a training or weapon, a fixing weapon.
Okay, Fadika, the attack on Unity. Go ahead.
So Koji is the only person that I know that have this violence out here. Koji, chief of staff, said on your show that Koji was buying arms. He said it. He said it on a recording. We heard the recording. Then Koji also is the same man who I saw with a little boy lying on me. So Koji is the only person that even a boy who I got boys that graduated from this project. They went back to crime. They were in prison. William Smith. Koji freed him from jail, and he's on Koji death squad. And people from there gave me information from among him. So he's the only person that is doing this.
Fadiga?
Milton, I haven't talked to you for a while. It's been a while since I spoke to you. You are from Grand Gide. Grand Gide has supported Georgia through from 2005, 17. You received enormous support. Now you're supporting Ambassador Boyka, and I don't want to sound tribalistic, but it is what it is. The vice president is from Nima County. I see this unity between Nima and Grand Gide. What message do you have for your people to let them know that they are treading on a dangerous path and people could get hurt? What message do you have for the people sitting in Grand Gide today? As far as, I mean, they're all entitled to choosing a side, but what message do you have for your people today in regard to what is going on?
First of all, any real traditional Sapo crime man will know that once you wrong, the father's power do not protect you. We don't pick first. The reason why the battle was against us 1990 because we were in the wrong. When those have already died, the war was supposed to end. But the war was still against us. So we became the ones in the right. That's where we had those type of strange protections. The way to harness the blessings of the father in the clan tradition is to be right. And so the fathers know their children who were taken from Nigeria to come to Monrovia are not right. They are in the wrong. Number two, we have been used. People know the energy between the Kra or the Grangidians and the Nibadians. And they always love to use it to see that a son from Nima County is a vast running mate to the team that have already won, just a matter of time, or in the league, for their children to come to Monrovia to cause this trouble. They are re-sparking the violence between we and the Nimadians. The fact that a Nimadian is a vast running mate. Any violence should not come from the Crown side. It should not come from the Grangidians. It should not be supported. If he win, he win. If he lost, he lost. For us to send our children, to allow our children, and we're not talking. And I know there are people, Kaifale cannot be controlled again. He's the superintendent for the people. For him to leave that is high and mighty presidential position, community presidential position, the people are not able to advance him. But at least let it come on air, let people know that they are not part of this. You see, when the war was coming, there was a Gio man who spoke on air. I think Ome Kwenu something. Ome Kweyon. He spoke